Here we go. We have Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic 3, the movie. And I think this is wave 2 of Shadow, which again, not bad. I'll give my thoughts. So we have a lovely window display that you can see him in. Then you have Shadow here. Then you have Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic. It says Sonic the Hedgehog 3, sorry, the movie. But, you know, it says Shadow here. It's for Jack specifics. On the side, you just see Shadow. Now, on the back, it says, Shadow, a fierce and mysterious foe who is destined to accomplish his goals and won't let anything stand in his way. And there we go. There is Shadow. It's Supersonic, the child mascot, Tails, and Knuckles. Again, really don't know why they made that one. It's just kind of weird. And it says recycle of what you can do here. Now, this has 22 points of articulation, which is going to be kind of cool. I generally thought that the other one would have had 22 points, but that's just 13. So we'll see what the main differences are. On the side, clear. On the top, clear. On the bottom, clear. Now, let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. And here's Shadow. It looks really nice. And now, I actually generally think I like this one a lot more than the one on the bike. I just wish I could swap the heads, and then that would be kind of cool. Now, looking at his kind of... It looks like he's got more of the red quills. Like, you can definitely see that it feels like, compared to the other one, that there is a lot there. Generally we'll compare them, but yeah, like there seems to be a lot more red on him. It looks more to the point of it, like it looks more accurate to what Shadow is. So we have also the kind of like white tuff on his, like the white fur. Then his normal body. His arms look absolutely fine. His inhibitor rings, they look really cool. And then his hands open up, which look really, really weird. I generally wish that they were proper hands, but man, this does look like it could be a figure art. Now, yeah, it looks kind of awesome the way he is. And then looking on the back is absolutely fine. It looks really, really cool. There's a little bit kind of information on which figure, and then his boots are kind of cool. Now, I looked at the previous ones, and I generally thought that these parts under here where the steam comes out or something, or the air pressure, I thought that they would all be black on the inside, very similar to there, but absolutely not. But yeah, he looks really cool. He looks a lot better with his hands closed than anything. And the one thing that really annoyed me about this figure was his kind of like snarl. I really just like him looking like moody rather than angry. But then again, like maybe this is a thing for this particular figure. And you can see there's multiple joints of articulation. So yeah, it looks really cool. Even his eyes look really, really like menacing at the same time. I really like the kind of the back part of him right there. That looks really cool. So yeah, it's a fantastic looking figure. And it's definitely one, if you're collecting these ones, that's definitely nice. But let's have a look at the articulation. So his feet move really, really well. So if you want to pose him, that's what I generally really like. Now on this one, his legs aren't as, I don't know, like floppy and stuff, but you know, you could easily tighten the joints properly. They move around like that. Be careful as well, you don't want to break this. Now, as I said, his hands open, but again, like maybe they look better closed for this particular one. You can bend his arms, you can rotate them if you want, and then you can rotate the hands, just like that. You can move them up as well. So if you want to give him more of a chaos control type feel, you can do. Same with that hand. Turns around, and then you can bend them like so. And then you can move the head is a lot thicker, and you can't really turn it that well, which is fine. Again, I don't know why people like it. His ears seem to be okay. And yeah, I generally think this is a really like nice figure. So let's compare him to the one on the bike. There is no really major difference between the figures. The only things I would probably say that is a little bit different is that it looks like it's a completely different mold. You can see that the kind of his quill at the top is kind of more flat compared to this one is a little bit more raised. The eyes are completely different, where it's more of a matte finish, where this is, I would say, a gloss. I don't know if there's like his stuff of his like white hair is completely different. And and obviously the hands are absolutely different, so that you won't be able to get them mixed up if you were to pose them or whatnot. Now, from the side, yeah, you can definitely see that his quill is raised. So if I kind of bring the camera back a little bit, you can definitely see that one. I'll aim it up a little bit so you can see. But yeah, like the quill is completely different at the top. And yeah, like I think that's it. Like I generally thought, oh, there's red at the back. But yeah, I generally thought that there is like a little bit of difference. Like I thought there wouldn't be that much red. But yeah, you can definitely see that there is some slight differences. So I don't know why they didn't use the same mold. It feels like this one could be more from Sonic Prime, I'm guessing. That's what I'm kind of like guessing, that they used that mold for Shadow. But yeah, like maybe there's a little bit more texture at some point. Even when you bring Sonic in, like obviously there is a fair like height difference. But to be fair, even if you took that away, it looks like they're from the same like package. And then the same thing is like with Shadow. So yeah, there's tons of little bits of differences with it. But I think I kind of like the one on the bike, so I might not end up getting another version of him. But yeah, like generally think it's really cool for what it is. And if you want, you can put him on the bike. Very similar. Yeah, I put him on very loosely, so if I really wanted to take time to pose him, you can do. But yeah, generally looks all right for what it is. So yeah, if you don't like the kind of like the closed mouth expression, you could have the angry one where he literally tells Sonic to like go away and stuff like that. But yeah, nice, really kind of like nice figure. And there he is. There is Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, to me, this looks like a Figuarts figure. I generally wish that they would make them like this because I generally really like it, even if they did it to how Sonic was normally. I generally really do like these figures, and it's something that has really made me want to collect all of them from all the sets. And I just really wish that they released Super Shadow separately. I know you can get one where he's lighting up and you can push the button, but I would really like a figure like this, like Super Shadow, but in like the Supersonic one that we had. But yeah, this is a really nice figure. It's nice articulation. You can pose it. If you want to take some really nice photos with these ones, you can do. I generally do really like it. I would say that I'm more towards the one on the bike more because it looks kind of cool and the color is slightly different around his mouth. But yeah, I generally like this figure. It's definitely worth picking up if you can. But yeah, I was able to pick up at least the main two. I've got some more coming, which is kind of cool. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comments and let's have a discussion. And while you're down there, why not hit like and subscribe? And yeah, check out the Patreon and the channel memberships. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimona Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。